The Cleveland Cavaliers eliminated the Detroit Pistons in Game 7 on the road, winning 125-94. Donovan Mitchell was absolutely spectacular in this game. Donovan Mitchell played his best game of the playoffs thus far, and this was one of his career best performances in the playoffs. He had 26 points, um, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 0 turnovers in 31 minutes. 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 2 for 6 from three, 10 for 22 overall from the field. Donovan Mitchell set the tone in this game. In that first quarter, they pretty much was letting it be known that this was their game to win. Donovan Mitchell knocked down one of the 6 threes that the Cavs hit in that first quarter, and he ended the first quarter with a buzzer beater three right at the end. And he was very composed and just locked in overall. I had said in my prediction video that the Cavaliers will need a lot of help from the bench to win this game. They will need to do well from the 3-point line, and all of these things occurred in their victory. Sam Merrill, he came off the bench with 23 points, 7 of 10 from the field, 5 for 8 from three. And he took a beating in this game. He took a big hit from a Sir Thompson. It was like a fourth and inches play, man, the way he got knocked down, but he got right back up after a few minutes. And it was real playoff basketball, real game 7 energy. Uh James Harden didn't have a lights out shooting performance. He only had 9 points, but he snagged 5 rebounds and did some playmaking with 6 assists. He had 1 turnover, which is good. Cleveland Cavaliers as a total had 11 turnovers. That's a good number, especially when you defeat, you outdid the Pistons who had 14, so they were +3 with turnovers. I said that, was a huge part of, the victory. And also the Cavs front line overly delivered. Evan Mobley had 21 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. Jarrett Allen had 23 points, 7 rebounds. Um, and also a block. Evan Mobley had 2 blocks. The front line showed up huge for the Cavaliers. I think Cade Cunningham just ran out of gas. I mean, he didn't even score. He wasn't even the leading scorer for the Pistons. And you're the franchise player. He attempted 16 shots. He only hit 5 and had 13 points in 37 minutes. Denise Jenkins was the leading scorer for the Pistons. He had 17 points. And that, I think they pretty much tell you, I think Cade Cunningham legs just finally caught up to him because I believe the Pistons had a game, a 7-game series with Orlando that was brutal. And he caught up to him, man. I mean, the Pistons did not play Detroit basketball. And it's very disappointing with that being a home game. And they just didn't perform up to expectations. Duncan Robinson, he had 13 points. Uh, Chris LeVert had 11. But Tobias Harris, he only had 5 points. And uh, you don't expect a Sir Thompson to, do a lot offensively based on this game, but he did have 2 blocks, 7 rebounds. But this offseason, he's gonna have to hit that gym and develop a jump shot because if he can become a threat offensively, that's gonna help the Pistons a whole lot. But right now, he can drive to the basket, I'm sure, but he has to, get a jumper, just to be in this league, man, at this point, the way the NBA is set up. Almost everybody, it used to be a time you could get away with not, being a shooter, but everybody got to know how to shoot now because how the floor is so wide open. Uh the Cavs though, man, their bench, did better than the Pistons, and it was just a game of runs, man. I think in that second quarter they went on like a 12-3 run, and the Pistons never had a lead in this game. I think outside of like the first quarter, it was like 1 point. Cavs had their foot on the gas, man, the entire time. And at one point, it was what, a 35-point lead. So um, it was just bad for Detroit, man. I hate blowouts in game sevens because I want to see, um, you would think, if both teams win 3 game apiece, you'd think it'd be a very close matchup. But for whatever reason, man, as of late, game sevens are just a recipe for being burnt out and somebody's just gonna get blown out. The Cavs also got to the line 44 times, and the Pistons got to the line 29 times. That's a huge um, discrepancy in free throw attempts, and Cavs knocked down 28 out of 44. Pistons was 22 or 29. The Cavs won the rebounding category as well, and Cavs also, got multiple second chance points, especially in that first quarter. There were so many offensive rebounds that created more 3-point attempts or opportunities to get to the line for and ones. So the Cavs just played with a more sense of urgency. There was more playmaking on the Cavs end. They had 31 assists compared to the Pistons, who had 21. They got more steals and points off turnovers. The Cavs won that category, and points in the paint. So they were just overall the better team, and now they are going to face off against the New York Knicks. And I think, we'll say my prediction for that in another video. Uh, Detroit Pistons, man, it was disappointing. It was a disappointing loss because um, they left a lot of plays on the table, in this series, and it's a lot of cleaning up that's gonna have to be done. That fan base, didn't deserve to, not be in at least the conference finals with all that they accomplished, leading up to this point. But big time players will make big time plays, and Donovan Mitchell definitely deserves all the credit in the game ball for what he did in this game seven. It's a very good look for his legacy. If you made this far to the video, I want to say thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the God Level Genius YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell. I am James Vergato, and as always, be God level. The genius is in you. God level genius.